The NBA is scared of this two-time MVP because he can completely change the future of the NBA forever. And his name is Giannis. He is the two-time MVP. He is the all-defensive player, and he is an NBA champion. But Giannis has the potential to completely change and alter the course of NBA history. And there are three teams in particular that he would make overpowered and will completely rule the NBA. Now, when we talk about Giannis, we gotta bring up what he brings to the table. He is a fantastic rebounder. He brings stability, he brings consistency, and he brings a defensive monster that's never going to quit at all. And then when we talk about offense, we know what happens when he's on a one-on-one situation. It's no guards that's strong enough. It's no centers that's fast enough. Giannis is a current day Shaq. He's just unmovable to a point where we literally have to build a wall just to slow Giannis down and hope he gets some free throws. But if you can't do that, if your team is not big enough to make that happen, Giannis is literally unstoppable. And you say, all right, what is the first team Giannis will go to and completely alter the course of history? You gotta look at one team out in the Western Conference that already has a superstar in the making that is on the verge of winning an MVP himself, and that's no other than the Dallas Mavericks. Look at the roster. You would have Luka Doncic, Giannis, and Kyrie Irving on the same roster. You have an upgraded version of Drew Holiday. You have a drastically upgraded version in Chris Middleton and Luka Doncic. And then you plug in Giannis, who would be unstoppable in the Western Conference because they all perfectly fit each other's game. That would be sick. If you pair up just Luka and Giannis, it is a lot of teams in the NBA that would not know what to do. And now you add Kyrie Irving, who is an unstoppable offensive player that is unmatched when you think you're trying to guard him and lock him down because he can go any way he wants. Shoot, Luka Doncic, he's so slow, but he is so diabolical with his movement and his decision making because he is such a great offensive player who understands his court awareness and can hit his target every single time. Now imagine that. Just imagine that. Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and Giannis all on the same team together. Then you say, all right, that's one team down. We have the Dallas Mavericks. What is the second team that makes the league crying and begging for mercy? And even I had to take my unbiased aside and I had to really do my research. And I said to myself, could you imagine if the Cleveland Cavaliers acquired Giannis alongside Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen? Could you realize how unstoppable of a roster that would be? And even if you say, all right, you wouldn't be able to keep Jared Allen, take him out of the roster, I'm fine with that. You still have a team that consists of Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Giannis, and Evan Mobley. Do you understand how so many teams that is aging and not quick and not long would have nothing to do with the Cleveland Cavaliers? We would literally be unstoppable because if Evan Mobley keeps improving, Darius Garland keeps improving, and Don just stays Spider Donovan Mitchell, it is nothing you can do with us defensively, offensively. We are one of the most unstoppable teams ever with Giannis on our side. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? This last team right here on paper don't seem like a legitimate contender until you start pitting the pieces together. And this team right here, if he joins it, it opens a Pandora box because now a lot of other superstars is going to run to this location. And that team, it's no other than the New York Knicks. The biggest market in the entire NBA is the New York Knicks. Even though they have not won the same amount of championships as other teams like the Lakers, or maybe they're not as historical as other teams like the Boston Celtics, the New York Knicks is still the staple of the NBA, the biggest market in the NBA. No matter what you know about the Knicks, you know about the New York Knicks. And Giannis going there would attract so many superstar level talent to join up with him to finally win an NBA championship in the mecca of sports. Now, down in the comments below, let me know how you feel about today's content, and if you think it is one team that I haven't named that Giannis would completely alter the history of the NBA.
That's Atlantis with that money.